Hey everyone, welcome to Sorry I Don't Speak English. I'm Daniel, a Colombian guy trying to learn Cantonese.
And I'm Sky, a Hong Kongese girl trying to learn Spanish.
2 accents and 1 goal.
And a lot of mistakes and laugh along the way. So let's go! Hello, 大家好.
Hola, hola.
Actually, I'm very curious. What's the time difference between here in Melbourne and Colombia? Because right now, Hong Kong is 3 hours behind Melbourne in daylight saving time. So for example, right now in Melbourne, we are 3 in the afternoon. Hong Kong will be 12 in the midday.
Well, Melbourne is 16 hours ahead from Colombia. To know what time is in Colombia is very easy. Just take the time right now, which is 3 p.m. Take 4 hours less, that is 11 a.m. and change the AM for PM. So right now is 11 p.m. in Colombia, but of 8th of November. So they are 1 day behind.
Okay, interesting. So if I'm saying good afternoon to our listeners here in Melbourne, I have to say good morning to our listeners in Hong Kong, and I should say good night to the listeners in Colombia.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, speaking of which, I don't think we have taught how to say good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Well, in Spanish, good morning. I think that this is a basic greetings. It's very easy. Good morning is buenos días.
Buenos días.
Yes. Good afternoon is buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
And good night is buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
So as you can see, the only difference is in the morning, because when we say good morning, we say buenos días. But for afternoon and good night, we say buenas tardes and buenas noches.
Oh, so morning is buenos.
Yes.
And then evening, afternoon, night
Yes.
as buenas.
Yes.
Okay. Buenos días, buenas tardes, and buenas noches.
Yeah. Also, you can also say buen día, buena tarde, and buena noche. That's singular way. But I think they are more like polite, formal, right? Like, for example, in an email, you're gonna write buen día, right? Hello, hola, buen día. But if you are in a conversation, you can say just buenos días.
Oh, so if it's like you want to express it in a more formal way, you say buen día, buena tarde,
Buena tarde,
and buena noches.
buena noche.
Yeah, so that's a formal way to saying it. But
Yeah.
then if it's just a conversation, you would just say buenos días, buenas tardes, and buenas noches.
Mhm.
Okay, got it. So in Cantonese, it's kind of like similar, but not so similar as well. So for example, good morning. There are two different ways to say it. One is like more a formal, casual way. We'll say 早安.
Go on.
Yeah, so it means like early, 早, and then on is like well, so it's like like good morning, technically. So this is more like a formal and written way, but like in casual way or like what we commonly say, we usually say 早上.
Joe san.
Yeah, so it kind of means early morning. So that's how you greet people, like good morning. So 早上.
Okay, what about good afternoon?
Well, good afternoon. It's similar to the one that 早安. So we just change the early to a midday. So 午安.
On.
Yeah, so means midday. On means well. So it's like good afternoon. On.
I mean, means midday.
Well, means mid.
Okay.
But usually, if this context, we kind of say midday.
Okay.
Because if you say midnight, you can say yeah as well. So is kind of meaning mid.
Okay. So what about good night?
Well, good night. There's also like two different ways. One is a bit more like formal ways of greetings. We say 晚安. 晚 means night, and then on is also like well. So good night. 晚安.
Man on.
Yeah, so this is kind of a way when you greet people at nighttime. So you will say 晚安.
Man on.
Yeah, but if you like say good night in the context like oh it's like before you go to bed,
Yeah.
you're going to sleep. We or like you just kind of like farewell your friends after a meeting, and then like what's the next plan is they going to bed, like they go to bed, go home.
Yeah.
You'll say 早唞.
Okay. 早唞.
Yeah, so 早唞 in direct translation means early rest. So 早 means early, 唞 mean rest. So it's kind of mean like, oh, have a good rest at night. So it's kind of like in the context when you say good night, but then when you're saying goodbye, and then they're just gonna go to bed afterwards.
Okay. I got it.
Yeah, so technically, in the like to make it short, good morning is 早晨.
早晨.
Good afternoon is 午安.
On.
And then good night is 早唞 if you
早
say
唞.
yeah, go to bed.
Okay.
Good night.
Good.
Well, since we're talking about different time of the day, we might as well just learn how to say what time is it. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a very useful sentence, very useful question, and it's also part of our W questions series.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I think people can use it very often.
So how do you say what time is it in Spanish?
Okay, the question "What time is it?" in Spanish is ¿Qué hora es?
¿Qué hora es?
Yeah, ¿Qué means what? Hora means in this context time, and es means is. Remember that hora also means hour. Okay? You also can say ¿Qué horas son?
¿Qué horas son?
So as you can see, the first sentence is ¿Qué hora es? Is singular, and ¿Qué horas son? Is plural. There is not much difference between these two sentences. Both of them means what time is it, right? However, if you add the letter A in the first sentences before the word que, it would sound a qué hora es, right? This question is used when you want to ask the time of an event or of a situation. For example, if you want to ask, if you are planning a soccer match, right? Or someone is inviting you for a party, and you want to know what time is going to be the party, right? What time is going to start the party, or what time you have to be there, right? Then you're going to say, ¿A qué hora es the party? You get it?
So ¿qué horas son? Is kind of just, you can only ask it if you want to say what time is it right now. And ¿qué hora es? You can ask it what time is it right now, but you can also ask it to indicate a time for an event, or like to just indicate a time in future, but then you have to put a ¿qué hora es?
Yes, you have to put the A before ¿Qué hora es?
Okay.
¿A qué hora es the party, for example? But you cannot say ¿A qué horas son the party? So, ¿A qué horas es? Y ¿Qué horas son?
Yeah, so ¿qué horas son? It's just limited to now, and then a ¿qué hora es? You can use it for different contexts.
Yeah. My recommendation is which one you feel more comfortable saying. Just use it. ¿Qué hora es? Or ¿Qué horas son? Are both fine.
Well, in Cantonese, when we say what time is it, we will say 而家幾點?
Yi ga ge dim.
Yep. So in this question, 而家 means now, and then 幾 means how many, and then 點 means like the hour, o'clock. So 而家幾點 is a direct translation of like now, how many clock. So it technically means what time is it. And there's a bit of fun fact. The word 點, apart from meaning o'clock, the hours, it can also mean what. So if you want to say like without the how many in that sentence, just say 而家點. It actually means like now what.
Ji ga dim.
Yeah, so it's just mean now what? That's it. It's just a bit of fun fact. But yeah, what time is it? It's 而家幾點?
Okay.
Although I thought about teaching how to answer the question, what time is it? But I think we have to learn the numbers and the time indication. Probably it's gonna be a bit too much.
Yeah, I think we should leave it for the next episode.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to overload our listeners.
Yeah, it's a lot of information. We have been a little bit learning, right? Previously. And I can tell you, this definitely deserves a full episode. The numbers and the times of the time indication definitely deserve one full episode.
Yeah, so well, if you want to know how to reply the questions, just stay in tune and check out our next episode.
Okay, let's gonna do a quick recap.
Okay, so good morning in Cantonese is 早晨,
Good morning in Spanish is buenos días.
and good afternoon is 午安,
Good afternoon is buenas tardes.
and good night is 早唞 or 晚安 if you want to say in a greeting way.
And buenas and good night in Spanish is buenas noches.
Yep. And then what time is it? It's technically just 而家幾點?
And I would recommend to say ¿qué hora es?
Alright, I guess that's pretty much it for today.
I hope you really enjoyed this episode as much as we did. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram as sorry_IDSE and in our all platforms like Spotify, YouTube Music, and Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, well, stay in tune. See you next time. Bye, Dragging.
Adios.